Hello, everybody, and welcome to the brand new Dan Dawson Show. So, on the show, we're going to discuss modern topics. I want to talk to people from the left and the right, see what they think about things. One thing I will say with this first episode, just to let you get to know me, born and raised in Texas. The main thing I want to get across is that no matter what you take from the show, I do not speak for all black people. So, don't even go around thinking that. I speak from my own personal experiences, which I'm pretty sure are different than a lot of black people. None of us have the same experiences, which is something I wanted to touch on. The term black leaders, I hate it. It's a ridiculous term. You never heard the term white leaders or Asian leaders or Mexican leaders. To me, it's a term that devolved from slavery. If you look at the slave days, you always had the one black or the one slave in the field that spoke for the rest of the field slaves to the master. And that's exactly what's going on. And blacks reinforce this theory. I say it on Facebook all the time. Oh, these black people don't speak for all black people. They never said they did. So anytime I hear the term black leader, I automatically think, well, what is the thought behind that? What's your motivation for wanting to lead the black community? One, the black community is very diverse. You're not going to find people from the South or from Texas especially that think the way black people from New York do. Black people in New York think differently than black people from California. Black people in the Northwest think differently, real differently than Southern black people. It just is what it is. So I hate that term. I don't do it. I don't want to present that as why I'm doing the show. This show is my own personal views on things in society. As a single father, daughter's grown now, so I have time to actually do these shows. Former veteran, raised riding horses, and grandfather, out on the ranch. Other grandfather hunted for a living. It's just a very different experience. And so when we get to the whole black leader concept, it's really kind of offensive because how can someone who grew up in New York City their whole life represent me, a black man who grew up in Texas with a whole different set of experiences? It's like you get the left complaining about Trump. Well, he's never been in the military, so how can he run the military? Well, you're from New York or LA and you've never been to Texas or New Mexico or Florida, Louisiana, but yet you feel like you have the ability, because we share the same skin color, to tell me how I should feel and represent me. You don't represent me. I represent myself. Let's just get that straightened out the way. So some of the topics we're going to touch on is Black Lives Matter. Like I said, the black leadership. We're going to touch on how the black culture is different. I'm going to do interviews. I have a few lined up with a former Army Ranger, trained snipers. I have one lined up with a clinical psychologist who worked for the LAPD. It's going to be a wide variety. So hopefully you'll find what you're looking here for. And if you do, let me know. If you don't, also let me know, because I'm pretty sure I can arrange it. So welcome to my introduction to YouTube. This is your introduction to me. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the show.